Okay, here we are with Pimax at CES. We're going to see the latest and best in the world of VR sim racing, because Pimax seems to be the VR company that's just really pushing VR in sim racing. We're going to go here on the micro-OLED panel in the Crystal Super, and then we're also going to show you the Dream Air. I've never used the Dream before. This can be my first time here in Las Vegas. Yeah, the first thing with an OLED is that you won't be able to see this through the video on YouTube, so I have to explain it. There's obviously a lot more saturation in the colors, but it's also like the brightness and also the degrees of brightness adds a little bit more emotion, I find, in the scene, like the time of day. Like if you're racing in the sunset or the sunrise, it's just a bit more powerful. So let's see what's going on here. Nice. So the first thing here, racing on dirt, is that it's not like racing on tarmac where you get the same reflections. Here on the dirt, the light catches a little ridges. Oh my God. So I do feel like this is a type of racing where you're looking left and right quite a lot. And so maybe this is why they've chosen it, because it would be more restrictive if you weren't in VR when you're going sideways. Oh, so much fun. And there's that lighting on the ridges, like I mentioned. So yeah, so the main benefits here, normally I don't do this kind of racing in iRacing, although it is obviously an option, a lot of people do it. If you're on a 2D monitor, that's like 16:9 or even maybe an ultrawide, you're just not going to be able to go kind of sideways and feel comfortable. So that's obviously an advantage. Again, with the Pimax headsets, you can choose the ultrawide. You can choose the ultrawide. I don't know where Sam is. You can choose the ultrawide and have more field of view, but then you don't have the OLED. Or you can choose the OLED and you have that just greater like connection with your environment. It's kind of hard to articulate, but I know so many of you watching have Pimax headsets, are going to expos. I've already met loads of people here like asking me about my thoughts on the headsets in the video. So yeah, this is the OLED. We're going to try also the Dream from Pimax, which is basically a brand new headset. I don't know too much about it. I've never tried it before. I'm used to Pimax headsets like this that are obviously, they're big. They sit on your face, they're big. They get lighter over time, but the Dream looks very different. So let's try that as well, and I'll let you know my first impressions. Okay, so this is my first go now with the Dream Air from Pimax, long awaited. Obviously the form factor is like nothing I've seen from Pimax before, but the quality inside is OLED, is very, very bright, is very, very sharp. This isn't a downgrade in the quality as far as I can tell at all. This is my first impressions, obviously. We've got the OLED, we've got the colors, we've got the brightness, we've got that sharpness, and it's just lighter. It just encourages you to turn your head more. Right, let's see what we're going to do there. We're on a track racer rig as well. In a very formula position, I have to say. And interestingly, this is the car that I was using to test all of the Crystal Super optical engines. So I should be in a good position to assess this as well. I have to say the lightness is making a big difference. The lightness is absolutely fantastic. When I say lightness, it's just, you can do everything. It also feels, dare I say, a little bit more breathable as well. I don't think this is the final strap. So I think there might be a different strap coming. But it feels breathable, it feels light. I just feel more inclined to turn my head more, actually. I would say a little bit. It feels like, if anyone who does motorsport, it feels like when you get a lighter helmet. Because when we start racing, we all start with like the basic helmets that are heavier. But as you spend more time racing, you get a lighter helmet. And it doesn't really, make you faster per se. I mean, I guess it's a bit lighter, but it's just more free. I don't know what's, the quality of the optics is insane. Like, this is a very, 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 very good experience. Whoa. And you can tell by my driving that I'm able to jump on a rig here and just drive a combo that I've probably never done, because it feels natural. Oh wow, this is we're on a Simucube base, on a Conspit, I think 300 GT. I'm not sure of the pedals, but they're obviously good pedals. We've got some motion going on. We're in a very formula position on this track racer Alpine F1 rig. And it's all coming together. Obviously, this is going to be pretty intense to set up. Like, I can't overestimate to get all this equipment running together. It's not like an easy, this is not plug and play. Let's just be clear about that. But when you have it all running like this, when you've got experts setting it up, this is possibly as good as it gets, actually. Whoa. I mean, if I could get something like this just running with little hassle, I would do a lot of racing like this. And I like how this isn't on the Dream headset, but I like how this rig has been set up with the motion. It's not too much. It's not like arcadey. It's very, very, very subtle, and I rate that. Right, we'll try and do a fast lap then. But on the OLED, its brightness, its clarity, it doesn't have the same field of view as the ultrawide and the Crystal Super. I can tell that because on the ultrawide Crystal Super, I can see the headrest here. I just can't get over how light this is for the quality. I've used light headsets before, like, a Quest 3 is light, but you just don't have the quality. Just to explain, like, the wheel here, if you're using VR, you know what it's like. You can see the metal, the kind of like the scratches and the brushes on the metal. You can see the light reflections and the shadows on the buttons, which make them feel very real. I'm very impressed by the quality of the gloves. I mean, to me, this is a bit of a game changer maybe from Pimax, because I wonder how many people have been put off Pimax headsets before because they're big headsets. That's always been the style that I've known with Pimax, and this is very, very different, but it doesn't seem to be a compromise really in the quality of the optics. I'm kind of looking around in my eyes, and it's just nice and crisp and clear. And they're here at CES in Las Vegas showing this in sim racing, which I like. This could be a game changer for sim racing. We'll take it off and have a look. Like I said, I don't think this is the final strap, but it is a very lightweight strap. But I mean, just crazy light. Crazy, crazy, crazy light, and it feels very breathable. I would say my expectations have probably been exceeded by this. Also, Sam, if you get in the lenses, you can see, I think they're like the concave lenses, so it just feels like your eyes are like more in there.
Take the lid off.
Oh. Oh wow, here we go. An even better look at the optic. So it's not just because this is actually pretty insane when you think about it. When you're used to a Pimax Crystal or Light or Super, you have all of the extra stuff around it, the housing. But here it's like when McLaren did like their zero side pods. It's like a zero side pod headset. There's nothing here. It's just lenses. All right, let me know if you want to see me to do more with this, if you find it interesting, or you're like, nah, let me know. But I'm very, very, very intrigued by what this is going to do for sim racing in 2026.